Hi and welcome. My name is Sean Shelgin. I'm with Paranormal Site. That's an acronym for Suffolk Investigative Ghost Hunting Team. I'm here today at Raynham HalL. It's located in Long Island, New York. It's in Oyster Bay. And I'm here today with Steve, who, well, tell us about yourself, Steve. Tell us what your position is here.
All right. My name is Steve Oldenburg. I'm the Education and Events Coordinator here at the Raynham HalL Museum. Means basically I'm in charge of coordinating tours and any events that come up. We're running contests for 2nd through 6th grade for the President's Day. We've got something come up for Mother's Day and such like that.
Wow. So. Well, you're definitely the person to come see. How many rooms are in this house?
There are 22 rooms in the house, 8 original from the Colonial and the rest from the Victorian.
Oh, okay. And how many rooms can we investigate? Can we do them all?
I can take you into, let's see, we've got, I believe, 13 rooms that we show to the public when they come in to visit.
Okay.
And then I'll be able to take you into the slaves' quarters, so it'll bring up to about 14 or 15 rooms.
Oh, great. Wow. How about that? What makes you think that this house has paranormal activity in it?
Well, back around Halloween, one of the things is we like to do around the house is we take a look at our past history, because we know there have been stories, and I was taking a look at a lot of the story and lore from the home, and I came across quite a few incidents where people have witnessed or have felt a presence here in the home. We have a book available in our gift shop, which is about hauntings in New York State, and one of the chapters is devoted to the museum here. The museum was actually, or the home was dubbed, the most haunted place on Long Island.
Wow.
So there is a lot of story that goes to the home for the haunting.
Wow. Well, this is a big location, so fortunately we brought the whole group with us. Steve, why don't you do me a favor, do me the honors of showing me where the first location of paranormal activity has started in this house.
This is the Colonial Hall. This is the room where Samuel Townsend did a lot of his business transactions right here, and the family took their meals. Part of the legend or the lore that goes with this room is that when people come in here, they've said they've smelled either pipe tobacco or wood smoke in this room, which is supposed to be Samuel's spirit here in the room.
Oh, I see. Okay. And it appears that the dish of the day is oysters.
Yes.
It's very fitting for Oyster Bay.
Perfect. Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right. Well, what next?
Well, next we're going to take you to the main staircase of the home.
Okay.
The stories that we have going around with the staircase, and that there have been people who've seen an apparition appear. Usually a man with a nice mustache, and he's wearing a dark blue woolen jacket with brass buttons, usually appearing either at the top of the stairs or going up and down the stairs, sometimes looking out the window up there. And we believe that he is an Irish servant at the house by the name of Michael Conlon. Now, we can't verify the name because there were no pay stubs back at that time. But we've heard stories that he's either appeared as a full-bodied apparition or just the top half.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I've also heard that there have been other investigators. They have come in here and they caught mists and that kind of thing. Does that sound familiar to you?
It does, but it also reminds me of a story back with the original Raynham HalL in Norfolk, England.
Right.
There's the Raynham HalL there, which has the infamous brown lady, which appeared on the staircase. I believe that was taken, and the picture was taken in the 1930s.
Right.
And I do believe there have been pictures of some sort of a mist taken on the staircase here.
Right. Okay. All right, so what else?
All right, well, next we'll take you into the kitchen, and we'll meet the friendly spirit back there. There are a few things of note in this kitchen. It was very modern for its time, but there is apparently a family spirit that does reside here in the kitchen that brings up the smell of apple pies baking or cinnamon. Now, we used to have potpourri here in this room, but we did take that out, and still we have visitors that come to the house that still say they smell those.
Of the apple pie baking?
And the cinnamon. We have had
cinnamon.
Visitors say that they do still smell that, and we have nothing in here to really make that smell except for some plastic apples here.
Oh, okay, some plastic fruit. Yeah, that would do it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, and there is a significance to that, isn't there? That means that they like you or something like that? Or
yes.
that you're welcome?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The lore we have going with this spirit is that when you smell one of those two scents, it's supposed to be a family spirit, like the cook of the home, welcoming you and greeting you into the house.
For the record, I don't smell anything, so there you go. I guess I'm not welcome. All right. Where else do you have?
Well, next we'll take you up to Sally's bedroom, and that's supposed to be the hot spot where Sally Townsend supposedly still resides.
Okay, great. After you.
This is supposedly where most of the action takes place. The stories we've heard is that this room is usually about 5 degrees colder than the rest of the house. I mean, I don't necessarily feel anything, but that's what we've heard. Now, Sally actually died in the house at the age of 82.
Wow.
The story goes that she fell in love with the British commander who's here at the house, Lieutenant Colonel Simcoe. He fell in love with her, and he actually wrote for her in 1779 America's first Valentine's Day letter.
Wow.
So, and after she died, they found the letter, and the creases were well worn, and they believe it was from her rereading it. So the idea is that she lived until 82, still waiting for him to come back, and that's why her spirit is still here.
That's a beautiful story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did she die in this room? Do you know?
I don't know exactly where in the house she did pass
Being
away.
that she's in her 80s, and depending on her health, probably not.
I don't know. I mean, she may have been up here. She may have stayed downstairs. I do know that her brother Robert also lived. He was a few years older than her, but he died in this house at the age of 84.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Is there anything else?
Well, this room actually leads right into the slaves' quarters in the back here, which is right on the roof. So it is definitely a lot colder than the rest of the house.
Okay. Well, that may be one of the reasons why this area is so much colder, is because of that it's adjacent to the roof.
Yeah, it might be. I really don't know. Okay. But yeah, that's perfectly reasonable.
I'm going to have to get back to you on that. I'll show it to you when we go in there and investigate. Fortunately, we don't have enough light in here to show you the room, so you'll probably see it in night vision. All right. Any other places?
We do actually. There was one place that I did miss back in the main hall.
Okay.
For the Victorian section, there is a hot spot down there too.
All right. Let's go there.
Has been dubbed the vortex of sorts for the spirits coming into and out of the house. This is just like it was a fireplace at one time. I believe it's kind of blocked off now, as you can see, but it doesn't stop it from apparently letting the spirits in and out.
Oh, right. Just so you know, on the other side there is a fireplace, so these two would be sharing the same chimney. Mm-hmm. So it's adjacent to each other.
Yeah.
Although this one is a vortex.
Yeah. And we've had various groups come in here before, and they've literally said this is where everything happens. That all the spirits come in and right out of here.
Wow. Okay. So that's, in a nutshell, that's about everything then.
That's pretty much about everything.
Wow. Well, Steve, I want to thank you so much for having us, and we're going to do our best to find whatever we can.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.